Hey guys, Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with a late night edition of, I don't know, just a crazy impromptu how you doing, I guess you could say. I want to come on here because this week I'm not going to be having an episode of What's in the Press. I still want to connect with you guys to make sure you know I'm still out here. And, I want to talk about October because October is probably my favorite month of the year. It actually is my favorite month of the year. And there are a few reasons for that. But I'll get to that in just one second. Again, just want to go over, there will not be an episode of What's in the Press this week. I'll return next week. But good news, there is a box on its way from CGC as we speak, and it should be here on Thursday or Friday. So I'll have an unboxing at that point. And you know what? If you guys haven't had the opportunity to watch my pressing fails video, go and check that out. A lot of people have. And unfortunately, another client came to visit me at the shop last Saturday. And in tow with him, he had several slabs that, again, were apparently pressed and sent off to CGC. These are some pretty big books. And I'm going to be working on a video, again, to kind of illustrate why I don't believe these books were pressed, or at the very least, not pressed correctly. So keep your eye on the channel. Again, if you haven't done so already, hit the notification button. That's the best way for you to know when I'm on here doing a live feed. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Yes, Wayne, another box is on its way, but I don't think any of yours are in there just yet. Well, you had that one back, but that's pretty much it. All right, let me explain why I think October is the best month of the year. There's a few, and I gave some clues in my in the video thumbnail, obviously. And if you agree with any of this stuff that I'm going to be spewing out, then speak up and let me know. Hey, Robert, how's it going? Yes, happy autumn to you as well. Happy autumn to you as well. Well, right here, I wrote down a few things. And the main one is this, guys. Guess what? And if you've been watching the video for the last few weeks, you know that October is the month of my birthday. And as you probably know, I had a big birthday celebration 2 weeks ago. I turned the big 50 this year, but my birthday isn't until the end of the month. It's not until Halloween Day. So yes, I'm a Halloween baby. Go figure, eh? The Wolfman beard here, what have you. So obviously, you know, my most favorite time of the year, because not only did I get to dress up and, you know, run around my neighborhood looking for treats and chocolates and things like that, get to wear costumes of our favorite characters or what have you. But then the next day, or on that day, I got a whole bunch of presents. And for me, that meant lots of fun Star Wars toys or He-Man toys or what have you at the time. So, you know, I loved it. And and also October was fun too, because all the stores started preparing for Christmas. I know that's a little early, but that's the way it was. And so I always loved going to the department stores, which are unfortunately going the way of the dodo bird, right? But I always loved going to the department stores because all the new toys were being released. And that was a lot of fun too. And you know what? I'm a 50-year-old kid, because even still to this day, when I go to Walmart or to any departments from in the States, you know, Walmart or Kmart or whatever, if there's still Kmarts in the States, I'm not sure if there is or not. The first spot I go to is the toy department. I still do to this day. So my birthday and Halloween itself, love the Halloween, love dressing up. Are you guys fans of dressing up? You know, I always love to do that. In fact, as you know, I'm a teacher on sabbatical right now, but I had the privilege of teaching a production class at my school, and a big part of that was teaching kids how to do, you know, basic prosthetics. So, and I actually launched a show called the Zombie Fest, and so every Halloween at my school, for the entire week leading up to Christmas, we prepared for this Zombie Fest show. And it was like a haunted house featuring zombies. And our zombies were pretty darn good. And the kids did a great job, you know, having faces melting off and scaring the bejeebers out of their fellow peers. And it's a lot of fun. So I always really enjoyed Halloween, even up to this point now. And whenever there's an opportunity to go to a Halloween party, usually I'm game for that. Unless, of course, I've been neglectful of my costume creation, in which case sometimes I avoid going. Vancouver Comic Junkie, great channel you have. Stoked to see you live. Mel, thanks very much for popping by. I don't do them too often, but from time to time I do. Excellent, Dave. Glad to see you're doing well. That's an awesome time to have a birthday. Yeah, I think so too. I always thought Christmas was a crappy time to have your birthday, right? Because you're getting a Christmas gift or you're getting a birthday gift. So I always felt bad for it. And I have a couple of friends who have birthdays right around or on Christmas Day, and it's like, I prefer Halloween. I prefer Halloween. Yes, thanks for the birthday wishes, Robert. I certainly appreciate it. Now, I mentioned going to the department store to scope out the new toys that were coming out, and still do to this day. But as an older fella now, from time to time, if my wife doesn't go, I am the one sent into the grocery store, right? And when I go to the grocery store, my favorite aisles to go down. Can anybody guess my favorite aisle to go down in the grocery store? Anybody? Hey, JP Studio, how you doing? Well, I'll tell you, Halloween growing up in Oshawa was amazing. We once had 3 garbage bags full. Oh, yes, in the 70s. Wayne, you're darn right. I remember we would use, my brother was a bit older than me, so he'd always give us he used to deliver newspapers, so we had the newspaper bag, the pouches, these huge pouches that would carry newspapers. And so we would use those to go trick-or-treating, or, of course, we would use pillowcases, which were always great. And there was always that one neighbor that gave full-size chocolate bars out, and those were the best neighbors. Yes, Vancouver Comic Junkie, you were correct. My favorite aisle was the cereal aisle, and it still is to this day. I probably should not be eating, Captain Crunch and Fruit Loops and all those sugary cereals, but I still do. And I probably should admit that, but I do. And my daughter knows that very well too, because for my birthday celebration a few weeks ago, she kind of gave me an early birthday gift by picking me up these. And I haven't opened them yet because I've been wanting to do a video first. There's the first one. Oh, well, I can smell it right through the box. It's beautiful. Frankenberry. Which is your favorite, guys? And you know the next one I'm going to show you right now. This is my favorite right here. The Count himself right here. Count Chocula. Yes. How much sugar is in there? 12 grams of sugar. 24% of your daily intake. That's okay. We need sugar to survive. I love these. And when I was a kid, these were out all year round. You can get these in the middle of the summer. You can get these at Christmas time, whenever. But they stopped releasing them only until a few years ago, where General Mills, the company that manufactures these guys, started putting them out seasonally, so you can get these around Halloween. And this started happening a few years back. This year is the 50th anniversary of the Monster Mash cereal collection, and if you go to one of your favorite grocery outlets, you can actually get them in a pack. They came in a 3-pack, in this cool little. I shouldn't have taken it out of the container, but I did. So you get this really cool little 3-pack pouch, and it comes with all 3. The size isn't the biggest, but that's okay. Tonight I'm gonna have some of this before I go to bed tonight. Help me sleep tonight. I love this stuff. So my daughter picked it up for me. She knew very well that I went crazy. That was my favorite gift I got so far. I love this cereal. General Mills also put out a few other Monster Mash. There's 2 other ones, I believe, 2 or 3, and I didn't. There's a mummy one, and there's a werewolf one, and I didn't like those. I tried the wolf one. It was kind of gross, but these 3 are the best. Awesome. I'm good, JP Studio. Thanks for asking. Toy aisle, man. The toy aisle is the best. Go to costume. Oh, no. This is my costume right here. That's all I got. You want to eat them now? Well, I'm going to eat them. I'm going to eat one. I'm going to have one bowl tonight. That's for sure. Captain Crunch or Golden Grahams. Yes, nothing wrong with those. They also made Fruit. That's it. Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy. And I don't like either of those. Fruit Brute, I tried. I didn't care for. And Yummy Mummy, I didn't care for either. And these are the 3 that were my standard, the ones I grew up with and loved the most. Does anybody know which General Mills cereal? It's a trivia game here. General Mills cereal was the first marshmallow cereal by General Mills. It was introduced in 1964, I think it was. Can anybody tell me? Does anybody know? I can virtually share. I was going to crack it open and eat it in front of you, but I thought it'd be too slurpy and make too much noise doing it. Does anybody know the first General Mills marshmallow cereal? It's very popular, still popular today. Anybody? Anybody? Because that was the first cereal. Then they wanted to do a chocolate cereal, and they wanted to do a strawberry, and they wanted to do blueberry, and so they branched off and went this route. Well, I don't know if anybody knows or not, but it was Lucky Charms, actually. Lucky Charms was the first marshmallow cereal that General Mills made, and then these guys came after. Again, these started in 1970. These are actually the same age as me, 50. Maybe that's why I have an affinity for them, because they're 50 years old, just like me. Right, David? Lucky Charms. That's exactly right. I like Lucky Charms too. Anyways, so those are the main reasons why I like October. 1, it's my birthday. 2, it's Halloween, and we get to dress up and be silly. And 3, these awesome General Mills cereals come out, and we can enjoy them. So if you like these cereals, I'd get over to, I guess, Walmart or to your favorite grocery store to see if they still have them in stock. They tend to go pretty fast, actually. So, get out there and have a look for sure if you want to jump in. I know they're not probably very good for you, but boy, it brings back a lot of memories eating these these cereals. You're right, Dave. Those are the Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. Yep, I love that. Well, anyways, guys, this is just a quick little how you doing midweek hello. Oh, I almost forgot too. Another reason why I like the Frankenberry is the best. Another reason why I like October here in Canada anyways, it's Thanksgiving. Yes, I don't know if you Americans know this or not, David and others, but in Canada, Thanksgiving happens in early to mid October. Our Thanksgiving was last weekend. So that's also another reason why I like October, because the food is remarkable, especially when you have excellent cooks like me and my family. I can't cook to save your life, but I have a lot of members of my family who are fantastic cooks, and Thanksgiving is an amazing feast and everyone gets together. And it was especially great this year because it was the first time actually my entire family got together since this whole COVID crap started. It was the first time we could actually get together, all of us in one space and break bread together. Yes, that's very, very, very true. So Thanksgiving, Halloween, my birthday, and my favorite cereals. And I guess also the beginnings of the Christmas season where new toys are starting to drop. I think actually back in October as well, if you guys remember this or not, I would think that the Christmas wish books would probably come out from Sears or from, if you're Canadian, from Consumers Distributing. Remember the Consumers Distributing? I used to work there, actually. All those awesome catalogs would come out. And so you got to see all the new toys that were being released at Christmas time. Oh man, I used to circle everything I wanted in my Sears, wish book or whatever. Awesome times, man. Congratulations on almost hitting 900. Thank you. I know it is taking forever. My gosh. This actually, I've been pretty quiet for the last few days, and I've been going up quite a bit. What JP's talking about is my subscription numbers, right? Up to almost 900 now. I'm just shy of 900. So, and 100, when I hit 1,000, I'm going to have that draw. But guys, if I have done work for you before, and you haven't done so already, you might want to head on over to Google and leave me a review. I'm not sure if you are subscribed to my newsletter, but I kind of promoted this in my newsletter only, that when I hit 50 Google reviews, I was going to have a draw for a $50 gift certificate with the Comic Doctor for pressing and cleaning. So if you haven't done so already, I haven't done that draw yet. So if you want to get over to Google reviews, and again, only if I've done work for you, go on over there and leave a review, and I will be, you'll be eligible to win that $50 gift certificate when I do that draw. Maybe I'll do that this weekend as well too, because I should have done it last week. I just didn't get around to it. And I'll announce the winner for that, probably on YouTube, but also I'll send out a special notice through my newsletters as well. How about all the horror movies playing all month long? Well, yeah, that's also a lot of fun as well. I've never, well, you know what? As a kid on Buffalo 29, that's our as a station that we got here up in the Toronto area, the GTA, from over the lake from Buffalo. They used to play every single day after school. I'd come home and Buffalo 29 would have each week they'd have some kind of a theme. So one week it might be Godzilla movies for 1 week, or King Kong movies, or the Three Stooges, or the Planet of the Apes, which I always loved. Or they would have, closer to Halloween, they would have the horror films, Universal monsters. They'd have the Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein, Wolfman. I love the Wolfman series, and then all the different ones they also brought out as well too. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'd have to agree with you. The programming on television, even actually the what do you call it, UFO, sci-fi UFO type thriller type movies. I totally forgot about. That's a good one, David. Actually, because that was a big part of my life as well too. You'll think you hit 50 already. Congrats. Yes, I did. Thank you. I did. Luke, I did reach 50. I just haven't done the draw yet. So I'm just announcing, if anybody who happens to be here on this chat, or if they watch the video, if I've done work for you, get on over to Google before this weekend and leave a review, and you'll be eligible to win that, perhaps win the draw as well. So get on over there. Hilarious. Oh, Wayne. The Americans don't know about this. This is awesome. You're right. Hilarious House of Frightenstein. It's on Crave? Okay, I did not know that. That is good to know, because I freaking loved that show. To our American friends, I don't even know how to explain or describe the show. Get on over to YouTube. You're on YouTube now, but when we're done this stream, type in what Wayne just said there. Hilarious House of Frightenstein. Not Frankenstein. Frightenstein. It was a kids show that was out in the early 70s, probably 72, 73, 74, 75 even. And it was produced in Hamilton, Ontario for CHCH, which is a local station out there. And it was, I don't know the gentleman's name, but he produced it, directed it, he starred in the whole darn thing. He played many of the characters in the show. And Vincent Price actually is in this show too. Vincent Price, they contacted him. They told him it was a kids show. He flew in from Hollywood, did all of his takes in one shot. Like he worked for the least amount that I guess a union actor would work for, right? Just so they could afford him. He came up. He did a series of like rhymes and poetry, like horror based, little storytelling. And they had, so Vincent Price is in this show too. And it is the creepiest, weirdest show you'll ever see. I love the Wolfman in that, the Wolfman Jack and that was awesome. Wayne, I love that show. I remember seeing that show when I was like 3 or 4 years old at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Loved it. It was a creepy show though. It was a really strange, creepy show that I loved. 1971. Okay, cool. Billy Van. That's the guy's name. That's right. 190 episodes in one season. Vincent Price cut all his on 2 days for $13,000. Exactly. So here you have this small Canadian this small Canadian show, the Billy Van spearheads. They are able to get Vincent Price to fly up to Hamilton and do 2 days of shoots. Amazing. Yeah, it's a great show. If you guys haven't done so already, if you're TV fans, movie buffs, Star Trek fans especially, you want to be following a guy on YouTube named Robert Meyer Burnett. And Robert Meyer Burnett it's called the Burnett Work. And Robert's like a director, producer, editor. He's done a lot of work. He's a huge Star Trek buff, and he's a huge horror fan, sci-fi fan. I told him about this show with Vincent Price. I don't think he ever was able to check it out, but I think he would love it because it's so quirky and odd and weird for a kid's show. But yeah, that show was all year round, right? It wasn't, Wayne, it wasn't just at Halloween, but you certainly think about it for Halloween because it's got that Halloween horror feel to it, right? Yeah. Good education there, man. Good on you. So anyways, well, listen, guys, again, this is just supposed to be a really quick, how do you do? I just want to come up here and say, hey, still plugging away here, guys. The reason I'm not doing a What's in the Press this week is I'm pretty much almost finished all the books from the last What's in the Press, but I have to finish up an order from Angelo out of Montreal. He had those Canadian variants. I have 25 more of those I have to get done, so I want those done. But when Angelo came to Oshawa to deliver, he drove all the way from Montreal to deliver these books back in April. He gave me 3 short boxes, so I'm trying to get them done relatively quick now. But he didn't come alone. He came with his friend Eddie, and Eddie dropped off a short box as well too. I want to get started on Eddie's books as well. So these are guys have been waiting since April, patiently. So, I've got a couple of those types of orders I got to deal with as well too. So there'll be another episode. Don't you worry. And I'm going to keep plugging away on your books. JP Studio, who doesn't subscribe? Who doesn't? A lot of people. Who doesn't subscribe to you? A lot of people. But I can tell you, I love this YouTube channel because I'm getting to meet I hear a lot of stories. You don't hear about them, in the chats or what have you. But I get a lot of guys emailing me and telling me, experiences they've had with other pressers. And I don't encourage them to, listen, I'm happy to do the work if people want me to do the work for them always, but it doesn't have to be me. There's other guys that are good out there, right? And so I'm encouraging them to look to do the due diligence, look around and find a good presser because they're out there. It's just not me. My gosh, imagine I was the only one. I would. Come on now, But I'm happy to help where I can, and hopefully more guys will subscribe to the channel because I want to do more with this channel than just talk, show off comic books. It's fun to do, but I'd love to bring people on here, experts in the field. I mentioned Angelo with the Canadian variants. He is extremely knowledgeable with Canadian variant comic books, and he could provide a wealth of knowledge to people that are interested in starting to collect those books because there are some that are very, very valuable and very hard to find. You might even have some in your own collection right now. So I really want to get Angelo on here. I also contacted Brittany McManus, and she is I guess she's in charge of the Signature Series program at CGC, and I want to interview her as well. Talk about the Signature Series program with you guys. Also talk about what's happening, and maybe she can give us some insight as to what's happening at CGC right now. So I want to do more than just see this mug on my, up on your screen. I want to bring other people up on the show too. So hopefully more people will sign up and join in. And of course, if you guys can share the videos, that'll help. Maybe this video is probably not one that's going to grab people, but if you share my videos, it'll hopefully bring more people to the channel. Oh, thanks, David. So you're lucky, man. You got a chance of winning. Good luck. Kevin, I will be sending my 181 at the end of this week or early next. Well, David, if it's just the one book, it'll get done really quickly, right? Like I said, if you send me high value single books, they're going to go through walkthrough at CGC. They're going to be in and out of here within a week, the most 2 weeks, right? I am sending books to CGC, I would say almost weekly. Right now, it's like every other week. And also in regards to magazines, I may stop taking the magazines in now because the magazine wait time is absolutely ridiculous. It's almost a year. Go to CGC, check out their turnaround times for magazines. You're going to notice it's almost, I think, 260 days for a modern magazine. That's just way too long to have the books. I don't want them to be in limbo like that for so long. So hopefully when that turnaround time improves, then I'll get back to doing magazines. But I have a few here still, and I think that's all I'm going to be taking. I won't be sending magazines anymore. Not until the turnaround time improves. Yeah, excellent. All right, guys. Well, listen, that's it for me. Thanks for popping by. You know what? Is Halloween your favorite time of the year? Or what time of the year is your favorite time of the year? I guess that's the close second would be obviously Christmas. Another splendid time of the year that I, as a kid especially, have so many excellent memories of. So, but for me, Halloween is the one. Birthday, dressing up like whatever, And actually, before I go, some of the costumes that I've actually dressed up as. I'm curious to know what costumes have you dressed up as? That's a good question to ask you guys. These are some of the ones that I have been in the years. I wish I had pictures to show you. Cornelius from Planet of the Apes, and that was pretty awesome actually. Negan from Walking Dead. I actually won at a house party with that costume. My wife threw it together really fast, and I had kind of a scruffy beard going on, and I won. I was like Negan. Zombies, been zombies many times, vampire a couple of times, a conquistador, to name a few. I've gone as a woman. I've dressed as a woman, Tootsie style, Dustin Hoffman, whatever. So those are some of the ones I've gone as. How about you? What are some of the ones you've gone as? I'm curious to see. Let me know in the comment section below. Remember, by answering these questions I give you in the comment section when I hit 1,000 subscribers, The more comments you have, the more chance you have of winning one of those crazy awesome prizes that I'm going to have when I hit 1,000 subscribers. And again, guys, if you're new here, welcome, and have a look at the information section below for more details on that draw that I'll be having when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I was saying something else before I started talking about the costumes. Oh, well, whatever. It's out of my head now. Anyways, guys, look at fails in CGC. Yes, they do. I'm going to do another fail video, like I said, this week, maybe early next week. And of course, come back, hit the notification button, because there will be a CGC unboxing as soon as that box arrives this week. And I can tell you right now, it's going to be a big dollar box because it's a lot of standard books, walkthrough books, and express books. So should be some nice ones in there. Have a great one, and happy birthday. Yes, Halloween is my fave. Excellent. Yeah, guys, let me know. I guess what I was going to ask. What is your favorite month of the year and why? Again, let me know in the comment section below, guys. Hey, I'm going to go chill out now. I'm going to go have myself a nice bowl of Count Chocula. Look, it's still sealed. It's going to be opening today. Yummy, yummy. All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a great night. We'll see you again later this week. Take care. Bye now.